Speak with candidate Hillary Clinton. While we do that, let's check in with John King. John, what are you looking at in that ball?
Anderson, I'll give you some Democratic numbers before you talk to the Democratic frontrunner in the state of Wisconsin right now. Remember, Bernie Sanders comes out of the weekend with some momentum. He's won 5 out of the last 6. And right now, the Marquette Law School poll shows Senator Sanders with a slight lead here, 49% to 45%. Now, that's within the poll's margin of error, so you could call this a statistical tie. Although even within the Clinton campaign, they think Senator Sanders has a bit of momentum at the moment. And there have been some questions about how hard Hillary Clinton is going to fight for Wisconsin. She was in New York State today, focusing on the state where she was senator, the state she calls home, although she did say Anderson is heading back there for the weekend. So very interesting here, a fight for momentum. The delegate map still favors Hillary Clinton, but if Bernie Sanders can win Wisconsin, it'll give him a bit of a boost in the Democratic race.
Also, in New York, obviously, they're committing resources there and money there, the Clinton campaign that they probably would have liked to commit elsewhere.
That's possibly true. One other thing I want to show you from this Wisconsin poll, if you look, if she goes back this weekend, is Bernie Sanders is now making the case, and he's going to New York as well. He says no question New York. He'd like a debate there, too. Bernie Sanders now, at least in Wisconsin, can make the case, Anderson, that he's the more electable Democrat in the fall. Look at these numbers from the Marquette Law poll. Versus Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders is up 19 points. Versus Ted Cruz in Wisconsin, Bernie Sanders is up 13 points. Versus John Kasich, Bernie Sanders, a statistical tie, but +2. Remember this, 19, 13, and 2. Now look at Hillary Clinton in this poll. She beats Donald Trump by 10 points, but she's in a tie with Ted Cruz, and she loses to Governor Kasich. So look again. Sanders thumps Trump, beats Cruz pretty handily, and the tie just beats Governor Kasich. Hillary Clinton, who came into this race saying, I'm much more electable than Bernie Sanders. Again, it's late March. Again, Senator Sanders has not faced the national scrutiny Secretary Clinton has. But at the moment, she's weaker against Trump, weaker against Cruz, and weaker against Kasich in battleground Wisconsin.
And that is one of the things, I mean, the Clinton campaign has been saying not only has he not faced national scrutiny, which is an arguable point, but that there haven't been large organizations donating resources, money, running negative ads against him, which the Clinton campaign would point out they have against Secretary Clinton.
Those are all fair points. She has been on the national stage.
All right, in just under a minute, millions of Americans will witness history. For the first time ever, the government will launch a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. It's designed to allow the President of the United States to address the country within 10 minutes from any location at any time. The system was not used on 9/11, which some critics say proves the U.S. is still living with an outdated warning system. So, if you're watching television or you're listening to the radio, you are about to hear it. We're told it will last just 30 seconds.
This is a test of the National Emergency Alert System. This system was developed by broadcasting cable operators in cooperation with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Federal Communications Commission, and local authorities to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this has been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard at the beginning of this message will have been followed by official information, news, or instruction. No action is required. This concludes this test of the National Emergency Alert System.
Breaking news, you're looking live at Donald Trump. He is speaking to thousands of supporters in Virginia. They were expecting 5,000. He says there are 7,200 by his count. Tonight, his top advisor, his daughter, Ivanka, is speaking out for the first time. Everyone has wanted to speak to her. She is speaking exclusively to CNN tonight, talking about what kind of a father Donald Trump is, how he raised her, and why she is proof, she says, that he is great for women voters. Poppy Harlow is out front. Poppy, you spoke to Ivanka today. This is what everybody has wanted to hear. What did she say about her dad?
She could not have been more complimentary of her dad, how proud she is of him. She talked about the campaign, but also why she is not on the campaign trail and how focused she still is on her business. She also talked about the fact, Darren, that her father gave her, in her words, the confidence to do anything she set her mind to. Let's begin with this. We are at the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit. And Michael Cohen from the Trump Organization said that the company employs 57% men and 43% women, but there are more female executives than male within the Trump Organization. How can we see that translate across corporate America so that more women are at the upper echelon?
Well, I think it's incredibly important, and I think companies who aren't prioritizing ensuring that women are at all levels within the organization